Welcome dear students to another video lecture related to the chapter 1 class 11 some basic concepts of the chemistry. And the topic for today's discussion is dimensional analysis. Before discussing this topic, I will like you to watch my video lecture about the system of units because this topic is totally related to the units, system international of the units and the English system of the units. If you do not have any idea of the system of the units, the base quantities, derived quantities, their units, then this lecture will be very difficult or almost impossible to understand for you people. So therefore, if you have a good command on the system of the units, then we are going to discuss this topic and you will have a complete understanding of this topic. So let's move into the topic now. The dimensional analysis is also called as the unit factor method and factor label method. These are two other names for the topic dimensional analysis, and most of the students are familiar with this topic with this name, unit factor method. Now, why this dimensional analysis is used? It is used to convert one unit into the other unit. Now, my dear students, as I have already mentioned that this topic is all about the units. So, you are going to convert one unit into the other unit. That conversion may be intra-conversion, mean one unit of one system can be converted to other unit of the same system. Like the kilograms can be converted into moles. Kilogram is the unit of mass and mole is the unit of amount of substance, and both these units they belong to the system international. So if you will convert kgs into mole or mole into kgs, that will be intra conversion because you are converting unit of one system into other unit of the same system, so that will be intra conversion. The second one is interconversion. In that case, you will convert one unit of the system international into the other unit of the metric system or vice versa. Just like if you want to convert meter into inches, meter is the unit of system international that belongs to length, and inches is a unit of English system. So in this conversion of the meter into inches or inches into meter, you will convert the unit of one system into the unit of the other system. That will be called as the interconversion. And sometimes you also convert a larger unit into the smaller unit or a smaller unit into the larger unit, just like you can convert the meters into kilometers. Meter is a smaller unit, kilometer, as you know, that is a larger unit. So the interconversion of the smaller and larger units, that is also the part of the topic dimensional analysis. So what we can conclude is that the dimensional analysis is basically the conversion of one unit into the other unit, smaller to larger, larger to smaller, intra or inter conversion. Now this complete method or dimensional analysis, that is based on a fact, and the fact is very simple, that if a number is multiplied by 1, there will be no change in the number. You already know that whenever any value is multiplied by 1, there is no change in that value. Because we use the factor 1 here, that's why this method is also called as the unit factor method, because unit simply means 1. Now, what are the steps which are involved in this method? First of all, you will identify the conversion that will be used. When you want to convert one unit into the other unit, the first thing that you must have a knowledge of, it is that what is the relationship between these two units. Suppose that you are required to convert inch into centimeter. So first of all, you must have an idea that what is the relationship between these two units. How many centimeters are present in 1 inch? So 1 inch has 2.54 centimeter. If you do not have any idea that how many inches are present in 1 centimeter or how many centimeters are present in 1 inch, you cannot convert these two units into each other. So you are required to identify the conversion that you are going to use. It simply means that you must have a knowledge of the relation of the two units that you are going to interconvert. Similarly, if you want to convert kgs and pounds into each other, then you must have a knowledge that 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Feet into inches, so you must know that how many inches are present in 1 feet. There are 12 inches in 1 feet. Similarly, if you want to convert mile into kilometer or kilometer into mile, you must have an idea of the relation that 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers. And there are so many other examples, like we use different prefixes in the metric system, kilos, gigas, micros, nanos. So these are the prefixes and you must know what they mean. Like kilo means 10 raised to power 3, milli means 10 raised to power minus 3, centi means 10 raised to power minus 2, micro means 10 raised to power minus 6, nano means 10 raised to power minus 9. So you must have a good concept of all these prefixes which are used in the metric system to convert one unit into the other, whether the smaller unit into the larger or the larger unit into the smaller one. So this was the first step, that you must have an idea of the relationship of the two units that you are going to interconvert. The second one is write conversion to cancel the original given units. Obviously, you will have to cancel the given units and you will have to convert the value into the required units. So that is the second step, that cancel the original unit and convert it into the required unit so that you may get your required answer. Now, how these two steps work, the examples will make it clear. Suppose that I say that we have 3 pounds. How many kgs will be present in 3 pounds? Now, my dear students, the conversion is from pounds to kg. So, step 1 says that you must identify the conversion, means you must have an idea that what is the relationship between these two units. And as we know, it is written here that 1 kg has 2.2 pounds. So dear students, 1 kg has 2.2 pounds. That is the step 1 identification of the conversion. Now, what was the base of this step? That when you multiply any number with 1, there will be no change on that number. So let us multiply with 1 to the both sides of the equation. Now, if the 1 will be multiplied with this number or this one is multiplying with this number, there will be no change on the equation. Can we write it down as 1 kg over 2.2 pounds, that will be equal to 1. If this 2.2 pounds moves to other side, then the 1 will remain on the other side, is equal to move kg 2.2 pounds divided by 1 kg. Both these will be equal to 1. And now dear student, that was the first step, identify the conversion and write it into the unit factor form. The unit factor means the factor 1 in the form of the factor 1. And second step is write conversion to cancel original units. Now you want to convert pounds into kgs, so you will have to cancel the pounds and the answer you are required to get the answer in the kgs. Which form can be used to cancel the pounds? I think so this form, because 3 pounds multiplied by 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Dear students, pounds will be cancelled with the pounds and it will be 3 divided by 2.2 kg and answer will be something like 1.3 kg, roundabout that will be 1.3 kg. So step 1, identify the conversion, and step 2, cancel the original units and get your answer into the required units. Now let us take another example to get a more clear picture of this topic. Suppose I say that we are required to convert the 50 ml into liters. Again, step 1, identify conversion. First of all, the relation between milliliters and liters. You know that 1 liter, that is equal to 1000 milliliter. And now, again multiplying with 1 will make no difference to this equation. And this can be written as 1 liter over 1000 ml. That will be equal to 1. And similarly, 1000 ml divided by 1 liter, that will also be equal to the 1. Both these will be equal to 1. Now cancel the original units to get the required units. In order to cancel the original units, I will have to cancel the ml. So this form will be used and we will say that 1 liter over 1000 ml, multiplied by 50 ml. Ml will be cancelled with ml and you will get 50 over 1000. The calculation is very simple, that will be 0.0500. So this one will be the liters. That will be your answer. Now both these examples I have just discussed. One, the conversion of pounds into kgs, and second, the conversion of milliliters into liters. Both these examples, they are basically the direct conversion of the units into each other. Now let us see two examples of the indirect conversion, and then you yourself will practice some question on your own at your home. How many seconds? The question is, there are how many seconds in 2 years? Now, my dear students, second and years, they are not directly related to each other. After passing 1 second, the year is not changed. Rather, after passing seconds, we achieve minutes. Then the minutes pass, we get the hours. Then the hours pass, we get the days. Then the days pass, and we get the years. So second and years, they cannot be directly converted. First of all, we will have to convert the year into days, days into hours, hours into minutes, minutes then can be converted into the seconds. So its conversion will be written as 2 year multiplied by 365 days are there in 1 year, multiplied by 24 hours are there in 1 day, in order to convert the days into hours, and then 60 minutes are there in 1 hour, and then 60 seconds are there in 1 minute. So that is indirect conversion from year to the second, first to days, then to hours, then to minutes, and finally into the second. Year cancelled with year, hour cancelled with hour, days cancelled, minutes cancelled, and now you will get 2 multiplied by 365 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 seconds, and the answer will be 6.3 into 10 raised to power 7 seconds. In this way, this example is an example of the indirect conversion of one unit into the other unit. Now let us take the last example. In the last example, we are going to convert 20 inches to millimeters. How many millimeters are there in 20 inches? Inches are directly related to centimeter, and then centimeter is related to the millimeter. So first of all, you will have to convert the inches into the centimeters, and then centimeters will be converted to millimeters. We know that there we have 20 inches, and according to this fact, in 1 inch there are 2.54 centimeter, and in 1 centimeter there are 10 ml. As I mentioned very earlier in this lecture, that you must have an idea of the system of the units. If you don't know that 1 centimeter has 10 ml, this conversion is impossible to perform. So inches cancelled with inches, centimeter with centimeter, and you will get 20 multiplied by 2.54 multiplied by 10 ml, and answer will be 508 ml. So this one is again an example of the indirect interconversion of the unit, in which one unit is not directly converted into the other unit, while the inches are first converted to centimeter and then centimeters are converted into the millimeters. So I have quoted 4 examples here to make this concept clear to you, and now it is up to you that how many questions you practice at your home to get a stronger grip on this topic. In the next video lecture, we will come up with some new topic. Till then, take care a lot.